A girl was on her way home when she saw a local thug bullying an elderly woman. Without hesitation, she picked up a wooden stick and stepped forward to teach him a lesson. However, the thug knew that the girl was famous throughout the village for her fearless personality, so after making a few threats, he quickly ran away. The girl immediately helped the old woman to her feet, but her old illness had flared up again, and she urgently needed medicine. Unfortunately, she had become so weak that she could not even explain which medicine she needed. At that moment, the girl's second personality emerged, and she suddenly transformed from a carefree and impulsive girl into a calm and wise woman. She then carried the elderly woman on her back and took her home so she could rest. But when she arrived home, she discovered that her adopted parents were busy preparing for a wedding. The girl was shocked because she had no idea what was going on. She told the old woman to rest while she went to find out the truth. The next moment, her adopted parents dressed her in a wedding gown and tried to force her to marry their mentally disabled son. Although the girl was grateful for being raised by them, she firmly refused to marry such a person. Hearing this, her adoptive father flew into a rage and rushed forward to hit her. But the elderly woman could no longer tolerate what she was seeing and struck him with her cane, knocking him to the ground. Furious, the man immediately demanded to know who this old woman was and why she was interfering in their family affairs. Soon afterward, the old woman's 3 grandsons arrived. In fact, they had come to this area years ago to uncover the truth behind their father's accident. 8 years earlier, the old woman's son and daughter-in-law had adopted a little girl, but while passing through this village, they were involved in a terrible car accident. At that critical moment, they saved their daughter's life by giving her some important belongings and pushing her out of the vehicle. Although the girl survived, she was later raised by another family. Her life afterward was filled with hardship, and because of the painful memories of the past, she developed a split personality. The elderly woman felt an unexplained sense of closeness toward the girl and wanted to take her with her. However, her grandsons reminded her that it was the girl's personal matter, so they left the village with heavy hearts. But as soon as they departed, tragedy struck again. The girl's adoptive father hit her from behind with a stick and locked her in his son's room. Meanwhile, the elderly woman grew increasingly uneasy. She remembered that the girl had saved her life earlier that day, so she immediately ordered her grandsons to return to the village. On the other hand, although Xiao Hu was mentally disabled, he always obeyed the girl. She asked him, "Will you let me go?" Xiao Hu did not want to part with her, but he still decided to set her free. Before leaving, the girl hugged him once and ran away, but her adoptive parents soon discovered her escape and chased her for 3 hours. Eventually, exhausted and unable to run any farther, she collapsed to the ground. Just when she thought there was no hope left, the eldest grandson of the elderly woman arrived in time. At that very moment, he rescued the girl from the villains.